Ciao a tutti and welcome to another episode of Outsider. Today I'm joined by Elton. He's such a great guy, he's got such a great positive energy. I've had such a lovely chat with him, and you guys don't really want to miss that. He's got a really great story and great vibes all around. If you guys like this stuff, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. And here's my conversation with Elton. Hello, Elton. Thank you so much for being here, man.
How's it going, man? It's a pleasure to be here.
No, it's my pleasure, mate. We met in such a weird way on the
Yes.
street. I don't know how I gathered up the courage to come and like talk. And
Yeah.
after talking, I was like, just come for my podcast, man. And it's
Yeah.
so good to have
Yeah.
you here, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like we are at work,
Yeah.
and I was like, we just work like same type of job, and then when I come, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. That's the thing. Like we love to talk, so it's a nice opportunity to come and talk, about my story or
Yeah.
you know.
I thought you were a nice guy. I was like, yeah, just let's do it. Like, why wouldn't I? I would have regretted not asking you. I knew that if I wouldn't have asked you, I
Really?
would have come home. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
I would have
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, if you would have said no,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
You would have
yeah.
just like continued with my day.
That's fine,
Yeah.
man. It's
So-
really interesting. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. So yeah, like this podcast is about people's stories and where they come from, why they move from their
yeah,
hometown, home country to pursue their
Yep.
life dreams or whatever they want to pursue. So why don't you start with your childhood? Let's start from your childhood. Let me
Childhood.
know where you're from. Let us know where you're from,
yeah.
your village name, what you used to do as a kid, everything you can tell us.
Yeah. So, hello everybody. My name is Elton. I'm from Brazil. Like I'm from South Brazil. There's a state called State of Paraná. It's just below from São Paulo. But I'm from a small town called Guairaçá. It's like a small town of 7,000 people, something like that. But I grew up in a farm. That was
You
it.
grew up in a farm.
I grew up in a farm.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was speaking before, like when I met you, like my mom's side heritage is Italian. So my
Oh.
grandfather used to have this farm. So that was where I grew up, like till I was 11, something like that.
So
And
were you born there in a farm or?
no, I was born in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Because
city,
a lot
same
of
city.
people have like natural
Yes,
births,
back
right?
then,
You
like
know?
my mom's generation, my mom's
Right.
generation gonna see like a lot
Yeah.
kids at that time being born in a farm
yeah,
or
you're like a later generation.
ranch. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my childhood was not like so my mom's side family is huge. She got like 6 siblings. So I got a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
So it's always like playing football, school time was really good as well. So that was like, I remember like when I was a kid, every Sunday going to grandmother's house, like get everybody together, had some barbecues
Yeah.
and, as I said, playing football, playing out, get everybody together. And even like my second cousin, he should come as well. So it should be like huge.
And they're like first cousins anyway, even though they're second cousins.
Exactly.
Call them cousins.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah, it's the
'Cause-
same for
yes.
me.
Is it same
Yeah,
thing for you as well?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
have,
that's cool,
as
man.
long as you have a good relationship with them, they're
Yeah.
like cousins for you. I
Yes.
don't care for like
Yes.
third, fourth,
Yeah.
cousin, but
Yeah.
you're just my cousin, and it's just great. These are the best times, I think, when you just go to your nan's or whatever,
Yeah,
and you
man.
just like spend time with your
Yeah.
family. And
I remember like grandmother, every auntie has the dish to cook. There's one auntie like like that Sunday you're gonna have the ice cream or gonna have the cornbread. That was pretty
what
cool.
was your favorite?
My favorite was always like ribs.
Pork ribs?
Yeah, no, like cow ribs.
Oh,
Normal,
beef ribs.
yeah, beef ribs.
Okay.
Slow cook ribs. That was like always my favorite as a kid.
Is it barbecue or
Yes.
like smoked? How do
Yeah,
you,
it's,
do you know how
it's
to make
like
it?
how it's made. Like I remember, they still do it, but I remember like waking up like 6 in the morning. Like get everything together, get the ribs, and over there, like they stick on the floor, get fired around, and stay there for 8 hours, 9 hours
Did you
sometimes.
used to do it, or did you
No, no,
watch
no.
or?
I'll just watch, try to
Yeah.
help because that my father, uncles always there. Cause that's the thing, like the man always busy with the meat,
Yeah.
and the one with the the rest of food, the rice,
Salad and
salad,
rice,
vegetables,
yes, and
exactly.
preparing the table, right?
Yes.
And the kids playing with the kids, and
Oh
the
yeah,
men doing their own
yeah,
stuff. Mate, it seems like you're talking about my
yeah.
my
See,
childhood.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
because that's one thing. When I told you, like I went to Italy, uh, like that was in 2019. I went to Italy there, and I remember I was like in a small town as well. It remind me my childhood,
Yeah.
because all the smells like
Mm.
from vegetables, or like all the small farms in Italy. I was like, Jesus, like look like my childhood over there.
Yes. And you go in your town. There's a lot of Italians as well. Like
Yeah.
in your region, not
Yeah.
in your town. Sorry, I don't know about your town, but in your
Yeah.
region,
Yeah.
there is a lot of Italian, German people, a lot of European
Yes.
heritage in there as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we go there, like especially like São Paulo. Probably they go more over there. They go big Italian heritage over there. My state as well. German, they're gonna have like an estate called Rio Grande do Sul. A lot of Germans there.
I think Jordan talked about it. We talked
Is
about
it?
Jordan. I think he talked because he's from the south as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He is. Oh my god, I don't want to butcher this. Joinville.
Joinville, yes.
He is from there, so
Yes.
he's from the south.
It's
as
more
well.
sulfur than me.
He is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he was talking about this
Yeah.
stuff as well on the other episode.
Yes.
And yeah, I
Yeah.
was curious to have you because I didn't know if you were from the south as well, from the
Yeah.
center, or
Yeah.
north. But it ends up you
Because
being
in
from the
Brazil,
south.
we go 3 states in south. Is the southern one is like it's called Rio Grande do Sul.
Mhm.
Then Santa Catarina, where he's from,
Yes.
and go my state, Paraná.
Right.
So that was those 3 states in south.
And you are connected with Argentina, is it?
We connect to Argentina and Paraguay.
And there's like a massive waterfall,
Yes.
which are called
Iguaçu Falls.
yes, and
Iguaçu
they're
Falls.
massive, aren't they?
That's huge.
Have you
Yeah.
ever been there?
I've never been there.
Oh.
Never been there.
That's weird.
Yes, 'Cause that was 5 hours from my town,
Ah.
I guess.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I remember like with my father, like weekends I had like family time. We used to go to towns or cities that wasn't too far away.
Yeah.
Probably like one time in the year we should go to somewhere very far, like in another state. But
Yeah.
I've never been to Iguaçu Falls
Yeah.
or Paraguay. Like, a lot of people go to Paraguay.
Mm.
I've never been to Paraguay as well there. Yeah, that's very like people say Brazilian people always go to Europe to visit,
Yeah.
but they forget the South America.
To be fair,
And
like,
there's a lot of beautiful places over there.
I want to go. I want to travel to Brazil a
Yeah.
little bit. My first ever outside of Europe travel that I want to do is Japan, which I'm planning.
Japan's cool.
And it's my favorite thing, as you can tell here. Like,
Yes,
got a
yes.
lot of, like, I love anime and things like that.
Yes.
I mean, I just want to go there because if it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But second place I would like to go is Brazil, because I don't know. It feels like Italy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But much bigger, much like happier, and I don't know.
You're gonna see when it's about Italy, Italians over there. You're gonna see a lot, Italian food. A lot of Italian food. You like, and the Italians stay together, like as a
Mm.
family, a big family, huge family, and they got food. It's funny way like they try to make the Italian food, but they always add the Brazilian spices
Yeah.
on it. So it's pretty cool over
Do you
there.
like Italian food as well?
Oh yeah, I like it.
But do you like the Italian food or the Italian Brazilian food?
I like both.
Mm.
Like I went to Italy last time. Was last year.
Do you remember what city or?
I
What-
went to Verona.
Okay.
Verona.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice there. But the thing is, as I said, like I was on a trip. Like we've been traveling for, 15 countries.
I remember you talking
Yeah.
about this now.
And I was eating like Italian food since I was in Hungary.
Right.
I was eating Italian food over there. So when I was in Italy, I would look to my friends. I was like, man, I'm tired of Italian food right now. I want to get some kebab. It's good. It's
Fair
good,
play.
but like Italian's better.
Fair play, but
Yeah.
you gotta change. You gotta switch sometimes.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to try something different. And To be fair, like
Yeah.
if you're traveling all over the Europe, you want to try something different, obviously.
Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, you said that you lived in the farm until you were 11.
Yeah.
Do you remember doing any jobs for your grandpa or
Yes.
dad or whatever
Mm-hmm.
in there? With,
Yeah, cause when I was in the farm, I used to help my father in the mornings. Milking. Go go down there, get the horse, or doing farming stuff.
yeah.
So that's how I grew up. Like all my cousins used to live in the city already. So that was only me and my sister
Mm.
living a farm, and we were like very isolated from other kids.
Yeah.
So that's why I always had the thing. Oh, probably my cousin's gonna be having fun in the city, and I was there in the farm. But yeah, it's cool. Like in the morning, you should help them, my mom and my father, with the house. And about like 12, I used to go to school.
Yeah.
Both used to come to my house, go to school to the city, and stay to school till 5 p.m.
Hmm.
Then get back to the farm again in the evening.
How did you go to school living in a farm? Did you guys have like a car, or do you take the bus, or
Yeah, I take the bus.
take the bus from there? Yeah.
Yes.
But because you say you've got a daughter, right?
Yes.
Which is 5-year-old.
Five 5 years old now.
And you said that talking about your cousins, you thought, oh, maybe they're having fun in the city.
Yeah.
Now that you live in a city and you have a daughter,
Yeah.
thinking back, would you rather still live in the city, or would you rather them living in a farm, living in an open space? Because I would personally like to live like in an open space,
In open
in a
space.
farm. And,
Yeah.
but I don't know about you.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's really funny because, as I said, as a kid there, I was like, I like the farm. I like doing things over there. But I want to go to the city because so the kids is there, so it look like they're having more fun there as a kid. But now I have a daughter. I know I'm an adult right now, and I want to take her to the farm side,
Right.
open side. I want her like to show, put her feet on the floor, feel, everything, connect with the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I rather have her like in an open space. I was even telling you when I met you to give you some tips. Can you tell me some tips in Italy, like places in Italy that can take her for farming stay?
I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, I really want to do that over one time. Just go there and show her the world out there.
Yeah.
It's not like just like city, because when you stay in a place for a long time, you think like whatever you go is like that, but it's not.
I know you, especially when you're a kid and you don't know much about
Exactly.
the world. But yeah.
Yeah.
There is plenty of places here in the UK to go to, though.
Yes.
There are like open spaces, a lot of hills, and like I don't know about mountains, but there are mountains obviously. But
Yes.
I'm picturing different mountains now. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to take her somewhere, there's like the in Wales they have like plenty of open
Yeah.
spaces and things like that. I love Wales as well. I've been there a few times. But yeah,
Once I guess.
I would definitely rather live in a farm than in a city.
Live in a farm than
If
a
I
city.
would have, yeah, if I had the chance,
Yes.
if I had the chance, I would 100% live in a city, in a
In a
farm,
farm.
rather than a city. You know.
Yeah, it's really cool. I remember like, oh, it's nice, but I said I have that feeling. I was like, oh, I want to do things with my cousins, but they
Yeah.
there. Cause that's the thing. Cause I was there with my sister, so I used to play with my sister. But when in a city, you get like football, school. You got football, you got all those things like you don't have in the farm. So that was why like you always want to be where the other kid is.
Yeah. It's different
Alright.
playing with a sister or playing with like a bunch of guys,
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
playing football or
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
But
stuff
yeah,
like that.
just the childhood I was asking, I was like that. As I tell you, like going in school, a small town. The thing was like, or uh, we against the others, like in school. So you should have our classroom against the other classroom, and so that was how you should be like football, like 24/7 at the time.
Yeah, like a tournament in the
Tournament,
school, and then
yeah.
you win nothing, but you want to win.
Yes,
anyway,
we went
yeah.
to win.
I remember those days.
Yes.
I remember those days.
That was the best days, probably.
Yeah. How was school there? How is the school in Brazil?
Yeah, school is alright. Like it's completely different from here. Like I haven't been educated here. My daughter is, of
Mm.
course,
What would you say is
but
the main different thing?
wow, the difference. Like the school is completely different.
Mm.
Like here they have more, things in a classroom. They have more. It's different the way they teach you things here is completely different from Brazil.
Right.
You know, there at the time it was really nice as well. Like I don't know how to explain. I just know here they have more opportunities.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
That's why as like outsiders, as
That's how you see it.
immigrants, we come here,
Yeah.
right, to look for like new opportunities and
Yes.
things like that. Yeah. But did you finish school there in Brazil then?
I went to school there to high school. Before going to uni,
Hmm.
I decided to come to live in the UK.
Right.
Yeah, I had that big decision in my life. Like I rather go to uni or come to the UK because my friend he should live here. Um,
What
at that
what pushed you? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I was gonna ask what pushed you to take that decision instead of going to uni to come here in the UK. What was that?
since a kid and I'm loving football, I used to watch Chelsea. Premier League. That is probably one of the biggest uh, championship in the world. Like Serie A as well. Like in Italy as well. I used
Which
to
one is
watch.
better, Serie A or Premier League? I'm not gonna take offense.
Yeah, no. I think like I remember like watching back then, like in 2006. You remember like AC Milan. You should have Shevchenko, like all those.
You're talking
All
about
those.
the old good days.
Yeah, that was the gold days of Serie A. Then now, yeah, Premier League is a lot better than Serie A.
Yeah.
But they getting back. I can see they getting back then.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not following football too much
Yeah.
right now, but I like playing football more than watching it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I've always felt the Premier League is amazing. It's like very aggressive
Yeah.
football, very I don't know how to explain, but the difference of the Serie A, I think the Serie A is more technical. Like
Yep.
like
Understand.
yeah, like very similar to how Spanish people
Mhm.
play, but and then the
It's more class, more pass.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like technical parts.
And here, like you have to be strong.
yeah, like
Speed.
tough people, and they
Yeah.
like do long
Yeah.
throws and things like that. So
And taller.
I like Serie A a little bit more than
Understand.
and playing as well. I like playing in
Yeah.
Italy more than here. I've only played like Saturday, Sunday leagues, but I've always enjoyed playing in Italy a little bit more. I don't know.
I see.
I don't know. Do you play here at all?
I've played some. Yeah, I've played some football. But that was like 5-6 years ago, something like that.
Do you prefer here or in Brazil?
To play
Yeah.
here more organized. Like when we play here, is the championship the way they do things are more organized than there. In Brazil is good.
I'm talking about the actual football though. Forget about how they organize things and that.
Yeah.
When you are on the pitch and you're playing football,
Yeah.
what are your feelings?
Yeah. How like here as I say like the same thing as a professional. Here is more like tough in a way. Like you have to be strong.
Yeah.
You have to be quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to be tall. That's how these things are here. First time I played football here in a championship was like -2, -3,
Yeah.
and I came in a place, tropical country, you know how it is, and I was like, I'm freezing.
Yeah, but what about
in Brazil it's nice, it's fun. Football is fun, it's small. Like you see kids like you see a lot of Neymars in Brazil at school time.
Yeah.
You see things that Neymar do right now. You see like your best friend doing, the same way because they skillful, they know how to do things. And you there like I was never like very skillful. I was more like pass,
Yeah.
always the guy, the midfield guy to pass the
Yeah.
ball, And as I always said, I rather pass the ball and you score, and then I go there and do the goal.
We're in the same page. I used to be the same. I like the dribbling on their area.
Yes.
But I'm more of a like quick pass.
Yeah,
quick throw.
vision.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm that kind
Yeah.
of like guy. But you were talking about here being strong and things like that, being tall. But what about Aguero in Man City back in the day? He wasn't that tall. He wasn't that
I know.
massive.
And
But
he was a beast,
So,
probably one of the best
yeah.
striker in Man City to
Yeah.
this day. you know. That was good. So that was made me come to the UK and back have the big decision. I used to watch Chelsea, like big Chelsea fan, and watching Drogba, like
Yes.
Lampard, like that team was amazing. And uh, what happened is at the time I used to work in IT store in Brazil, work for network stuff, and I remember my boss coming to me and saying, "Look, if you go to uni, help you out with, to pay whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, sounds good." But at the same time, my friend that used to live here say, "Yo, come to visit me, see things over here." And I was like just uh 18, 17
Yeah.
at the time. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me go to UK. I'm still young. If I don't like, I visit, I come back, and still go to uni. But I came here, I started to like, that's the thing. Like, wherever I go, I try to enjoy what the country has to offer to me.
Hmm.
So that was trying to do it, and I started to enjoy things over here as well. So I decided to stay at the time.
That's very
So
good.
that was the decision to come to the UK at the time.
Did you fell in love straight away, or was it a gradual thing?
It was it's a gradual thing, to be honest, because when you come, you go to the airport, the huge airport, like damn, like when you get out of that, like completely different, like you there, things in Brazil is more tough, life over there. Then you come to a country like everything look like it's working, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is, and you start to, do things, and it's like, oh, this is so cool. So, and I started to like it. I was like, yeah, let me stay around here for a while.
Hmm.
Then yeah, I decided to stay.
What was you doing like as soon as you came here? What did you do? You went to your friend. Was it in London?
No, I was here in Sweden.
Strange.
Yeah,
Oh,
straight in
okay,
Sweden.
okay,
I got a
okay.
big Brazilian community here.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably you know.
very much so.
Yeah, it's
I know, I
huge.
know.
Yeah,
And what did you do? Like, so you arrived here. You arrived to Sweden. What did
yeah.
you do?
That was like I came to Sweden like first thing, I came to visit, and but at the same time it was like, oh, if you want to stay, you have to get like a job or something.
Yeah.
So I was trying like I started to do like a car wash
Right.
at the time. It was like learn how to think, cause that's things I never uh done over there in Brazil. So here we have to adapt for it,
Yeah.
you know. And I remember the first time like my English was terrible at the time.
I was gonna ask you
Yeah.
about language as well, if you could speak English
Yeah,
or
my
not.
English was terrible. I went to school when I decided to come to the UK. I was like, you know what, let me go to English school over there. That was American English.
Very different, right?
Yeah, so when I arrived here, I was like, whoops, it's completely different. And I remember like I went to a place to work. I was in Oxford. I used
Okay.
to go every day to Oxford and get back. Yeah,
Long journey as well.
yeah, to work in Nissan.
Was it with bus or
No,
train?
we should go to my friend. He was to drive,
Oh, right.
and we should go
Take
every day.
lift, yeah.
Yeah, lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. And yeah, that I remember like the guy coming to me, asking me, "Oh, do G's, like I want you to go there cleaning these cars, whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," but you don't understand anything.
Yeah, especially when they talk here. I remember the same things. When I first arrived here, my English wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember them talking like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh." I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, what they
You just feel a
saying.
little bit of like pressure. That
Yeah,
you're like,
and you
oh.
have to uh, decide like that was in my mind. Like if I was in a place to wash cars, if they ask me to do something, it might be something I have to have to clean something. I don't
Yeah.
know what. If it's pointing me to something, go there and clean. So I'm gonna go there and clean. So
You're not the type of guy to ask them, what did you say?
no, just go there and I try sometimes, but
Yeah.
you sometimes they repeat. I don't understand. I keep it going,
It's
and
such a weird. That is so awkward when you ask them like, to
yeah.
repeat 4 times. It still happens to me sometimes. You find that
There's
person
some
that have like that weird accent.
the accent.
I mean,
Yeah.
for him, my accent might be weird, but at the same time, for me, his accent is weird.
No,
Or her
for
accent,
me,
but
it's too easy to understand. You is very easy to understand. I don't know for them, but for me, like I'm a foreigner as well. You're foreign
yeah.
here. Like you talking to me is very easy to
Oh yeah,
understand. Yeah.
same thing. 'Cause yeah, we have our own English, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, if sometimes I find it really hard to understand weird accent of English people today.
Yeah,
And
they
I've been
go
here for like 10 years now,
10 years like me. Like
and it's weird.
yeah, if you go north,
Oh,
it's worse. You go north, middle of the country as well. Uh, Irish is very high as the.
don't
Uh,
even start. Irish, Scottish.
yeah,
Yeah,
I try to understand. Look to the mouth and like, yeah, I'm getting sometimes.
lip reading.
Yes.
Yeah. What surprised you the most about the UK in a good or a bad way?
Surprise. Oh, that's a question.
For example, for me, I don't know how things are in Brazil, but in Italy, things are very slow, especially when you go offices. When you have to call an office or if you do like a document, they take ages. The thing that surprised me the most, yeah, and I'm still glad about it because it's still like this today, that you do like a practice or something and they send you a document straight away. For
Yeah.
example, you buy a car and you register it to your name,
Yeah.
you get document on the post in like five,
For
4 days.
for
In
yeah.
Italy, it's like
Yes,
not like
that's
it
true.
takes
Brazil,
months.
same thing.
Yeah, so that's one
Yeah,
of the thing that surprised me the most. I don't know if you had
that's
anything like that as well, like
yes, yes.
things that were
That
like,
yeah, those things like right now because we live for 10, 11 years, you forgot about those things sometimes, right? Because
yeah,
it
you
starts to be
used to
easier,
them, yeah.
right? But back then, yes, of course, that's true. Like in Brazil, it used to be the same thing. I went to Italy, I was doing my documentation there as well, and
In
yeah, I was
Italy,
like, oh my god,
sorry,
like
did you say in Italy?
in Italy,
You
like
went for documentation.
yeah, I went there to apply for my passport,
Ah,
things like
right.
that. Yeah, so I was like, oh man, they take ages, like the
I
way they
know.
do things. There.
Do you have the passport now, or are you still waiting?
No,
Because
I have it. I have it. It took
because I
6 months to come.
wouldn't be surprised. Oh my god. So you were lucky that you had friends here straight away. And
Yeah.
are you still in contact with them? Are you still
Yes.
like?
Yeah, I just saw
Uh,
him. I just saw him like come to your house.
oh
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
driving
right.
my car and I saw him. But yeah, I arrived here. Like we used to go to place together. He's
Mm.
showing me England. Oh, this is how things works here. You don't know English, you have to learn English. You know, and I was very shy at first to speak.
You don't look
And
shy.
yeah, not right now,
Yeah.
not right now. But back then, I remember that this is a silly thing. Everybody tell me same thing. Like, you don't look like shy, but
Mm.
you should be a shy boy in Brazil or when I arrived here. But I remember one day, I went to, like that day, everything's going wrong in our life.
Mm.
And I remember like my friend told me, "Hey, let's go ice skating. Never done some ice skating in my life." I was like, you know what, let's do it. So I went there and I fell over like bad. And I was like, damn, everybody gonna be looking, I think of to myself in my mind, say, everybody gonna be looking at me, like, laughing. I look around, like, nobody, everybody, like, keep with their life, nobody wants cares and things like that. And that click come to me, I was like, hang on, if I do things wrong here in a nice way, like, they don't care. So let me try to, open myself, try to speak more, that's how things start to work to me.
Yeah.
And I used to come like that's when I used to go work sometimes and have two managers speaking and I was there next to them like trying to understand what they're talking about and they're like, oh, you won. And I was like, I just want Jesus and like try to make a conversation
Yeah.
and learn and that's how it goes.
So I guess it's like in Italy and Brazil then when you make a mistake or when you like fall in public, everyone looks at you. Everyone
Yeah, I
laughs.
don't know in Italy. Is it like that
Oh
zone?
yeah,
Is
it's
it?
like people are most of the people. Obviously, I'm not talking about everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is different. And I'm just saying my point. But I think in Italy, and as far as I understand, in Brazil too, people don't mind their own business.
Yeah.
They just like
Yeah, especially small towns.
especially in small town. Exactly. My town was even smaller than yours. You
Really?
said 70,000 people, right?
7.
Seven.
7. It's
Okay,
very
no.
small.
Yours is smaller
Yeah,
than. In
yeah,
my town was like 10,000 people,
yeah,
and everyone knows everyone.
yeah,
If you go to the shop, your neighbor
yeah,
asking you the day after, oh, you went to the shop yesterday,
yeah.
and you're like, how do you know? Oh, they told me.
Do
So
you do you have those things like it just happen in small towns in Brazil? Like you go to, as I said, you go to a shop
hmm,
and that one, there's a woman over there or a man, and he comes to you. Oh, are you? I don't know, Joseph
so
son.
yes,
From the corner. That happens
yeah,
there in
oh,
it.
100%. He's yeah. We have like this joke as well with friends. Like when we say this, yeah, it happens. You're son of But they
Yeah.
say in Sardinian, especially older
Hmm.
women, they say in Sardinian, they say, "I feel like he's easy," like that. They look at you like that, and then you try to explain that your mom is the sister of this,
Yeah.
and your grandma lives here because,
And
and
they
they're
end up,
like,
oh, we
ah,
should go out like back in
yeah,
the day, like 20 years ago.
yeah, stuff, and then they do like have a nice
Yeah,
day, and
yeah,
they just
yes,
go
yes,
for their own.
yeah,
I never understand wh- why do you care who I
yeah,
am?
yeah,
Like, but I guess they just like makes their day to know who I am.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just
We
weird,
have,
but I
yeah, we
guess it
have
just makes
the,
their day.
yeah,
Hmm.
got a generation of
Mm.
people like they, because as I said, like world back then used to be they used to be very close.
Yeah.
You know, they used to get like people on Sundays, make parties together,
Yeah.
community or church community as well,
Yes.
get them together, even more than now. And that's why, like, oh my, I used to work for father, or I
Yeah.
used to help him to do, I don't know, like something like 20 years ago,
Mm.
and
It's
that's how I used to hold you when you were a baby.
Oh yeah, that is so weird when they say
that,
that. And like, I remember when you were like that, and this, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a grown man now. You shouldn't say things like that. But yeah, these right now these days is not like that anymore. Unfortunately, I remember when I was a kid on a Sunday, all my cousins, like you said, at my grandma's house, and big lunches, big table, long table, all types of food, and then maybe playing some games after. Where has this kind of stuff gone nowadays?
yeah, I
Have
know.
you seen this kind of stuff recently? Unless it's with your friends,
Yes.
maybe for Christmas. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about a random
Normal.
Sunday
Yes.
on
Normal
a
weekend.
yeah, on a
Yeah.
summer.
Yes.
I don't see this thing.
Yes.
Maybe it's just me, but do you
No,
see
it's
stuff like
different.
that?
Yeah, completely different. As I said, my whole family is in Brazil as well. They should do those things.
They do that.
Like I made like the WhatsApp. Cause I left and come here, so like I make like the family WhatsApp group at the
Yes.
time. I was the one that open up, and I see pictures like they go there to play cards, like, and get the aunties, everybody to my grandmother's house, and she, doing some plates, eating
Yeah.
together, and they should do it. My generation is harder. I can see
Yeah.
it's harder thing, and I don't see it. I don't see it. As I said, like when it's Christmas time, New Year's, yes,
Yeah.
then you see things like that. But no, in the weekends, a normal weekend,
Yeah.
or oh, let's come to mine, let's do something, everybody together.
Everyone is on
You
his
know,
own.
yeah,
He's like more
yeah.
on their
Especially here,
phone. Yeah.
because when I arrive, one shock thing was I want to be I want to be outside in the evening. You know, uh, come from work, go outside, say like outside of your house, like chilling out, like in the front of your
Yeah.
house, and talking or drink something. And my friend was like, are you trying to do?" I was like, just on a chill. No, they don't do things right here. They're like, oh, we don't even know who are our neighbors.
Yeah.
I was like, you mean you don't know your neighbor? Yeah, we don't know the neighbor.
I
I
made
was like,
some friends here
yeah,
in my neighborhood, but they're all foreigners.
easier.
And actually, there is a really
Yeah,
good British guy. He's a British guy,
yeah,
and he's really good. He like talks to me all the time.
yeah,
He's into cars,
yes,
and when I fix my van and my car, there
yeah,
he's always coming in to help and chat with me. So you do get good people. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying that other British people are bad. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
no, no, no.
I didn't mean it that way, but you do find these kind of people that are
Yes,
more open-minded and
yeah,
more like want to chat. But
yeah,
um, it does so happens that you find those people that they don't talk as much.
yeah,
Um, a few days ago there was this guy was stranded on the road just up here, and I just stopped to ask him if he needed help. Right, I thought I'd do my good deed of the day, and I stopped to help him. He tried to put air on his tire. It didn't work, and I was like, right, it's fine. Do you need a lift? He had his daughter need to go to a party just down the road, so it didn't cost me anything.
Yeah.
And the whole way, I took them there and I took him back. They didn't talk. I was like trying to make some conversation. Like, I understand they had a bad day maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Am I weird? Am I the weird one here thinking this, or they just didn't say anything? They were just like that. And I was like,
I'm the same. I'm same like you. Even though like sometimes I get taxi to go out, go to the taxi. You see the taxi driver, they quiet because that's how they're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Then I'm the one trying to make a conversation. 'Cause I don't want to go to point A to the point B. It's gonna take 20 minutes, half hour, and I don't say a word. So I start to speak. How's the day? Like trying to start a conversation just to make it natural and how make it easier to go.
It's more awkward if you go on a silence than trying to make a conversation and maybe saying something stupid.
Yes.
I find it more awkward. I'm the same. I try to speak and sometimes though you gotta think maybe they're having a bad day and they don't wanna
they don't want to
talk,
open
but
up.
at the same time I think this happens too many times. So I don't know if it's like a habit or whatever. I don't know. But so you've been here for like 10 years, you said, now, or more?
That was the first time I came here in 2014, stayed to 2019. I was solving my documentation at the time, and I have to end in Italy. So I left to go to Italy and stay in Italy for 4 months.
Oh.
Yeah, I stay in a small town called Salzano. It's Salzano.
Salzano?
Yeah.
Where is it?
That was near Mestre near Venice, Venezia.
Like in the north.
North,
Italy,
yeah.
Right. How have you ever been in the south of Italy?
I've never been in south of Italy. I really want to go there and to see how it goes. They say it's different, like
I guess it's like Brazil. If you go north, it's probably different than the south.
Probably.
But I think because I want to say I'm from the south. I don't know how the people are going to react to that. But I'm from Sardinia, which is the island in the middle of the Mediterranean, just below Corsica. Yeah. And I want to say I'm from the south just because of how we are. Like,
you had the thing I'm Southerner.
I'm from the south because of the way we are. We're more welcoming. We are more open. And in the north, they're a bit more bitchy.
Yes,
that's the word I'm gonna use. They're a bit more bitchy. Yeah. Again, not everyone. I'm sure there's lovely people everywhere, and there's evil and good people everywhere. They're all mixed together. But in majority, I think I
was there, like I said, for 4 months trying to do all the thing, and I remember like it's a very small town, and I remember like sometimes walking the street, everybody look at you, and I was like,
because they don't know you.
They don't know me, and probably like everybody know everybody, and then I was like, where am like I'm like, oops,
Can you speak Italian?
No,
nothing at all.
No, I don't know. Like, I was there, like I was so busy, I was mad at the time because I was doing this documentation and things was going wrong, and I every time I was going right, something happened. So then I have to do something else, and just because something go wrong, it takes plus 2 weeks to fix.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier.
Yes, and at that time I was like, oh my god, and I like no even time to learn Italian. But that's a nice language because my neighbor upstairs, like I was in their country there, and I was used to listen to her sometimes speak. I was like, man, that's so nice, but I can't understand too much now. But that would be nice to learn. That would be nice to learn.
Were you on your own then, or were you with?
Yeah, I went there. We started this. That's how we started everything. Like 2017, something like that. My second cousin found a document in Italy. That document is like the birth certificate of my great grandfather. That's and he's Italian.
Yeah.
So by law, like by bloodline or something like that, you can be Italian as well if you get all the documentation rights. and everything. So we discover like he left Italy. He's there. Yeah, his father and mom left Italy to go to Brazil to, like at the time, like war time.
Yeah.
That was like 1800s, like
Yeah.
1880s
Yeah.
something, because that was like, if I'm not wrong, that's a war, the battle of Austrian Empire against Italy, North Italy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, or
It,
something like that.
yeah, I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna research this.
Yes. Yeah.
I do remember hearing about the Austrian people attacking Italy at some point. Maybe it's
Yes,
connected
that was an
with
80,
this.
60s, something
Yeah.
like that. Then he arrived in Brazil, I think, on 80s, 90s. No, 1890, something like that.
Yeah.
So
just at the end of the 1800s.
that century, yes. So from there we start to get all the documents in Brazil and everything. So um, I even got lost, like you asked me, but
it's
yeah,
fine.
yes, that was like we got all the documents right. Um, his parents, like son, daughter, then until my, like, we got the whole tree
Yeah.
until me, my family, and that's how happened. Like my second cousin filed the documents to get everything together and put it on a table. Say, look, like we're gonna try to get the Italian, citizenship. If you want, to enjoy, you can enjoy us. Let's get like more people get more. It's gonna be cheaper to do all the documents and everything. Like lawyer stuff
I've
and everything.
seen a video of this type of they were trying to advertise this, like, send us all your documents and we'll get you the Italian citizenship. If
Yeah.
you're Brazilian from this
Yes.
and you have grandparents from Italy or
Yeah.
Germany, we'll get you the citizen. I remember stuff like that a few years ago as well.
Yes.
But some of them were a scam as well.
Yes. There's a
But
lot of scam over there.
Did you get the citizenship?
I got the
So
citizenship.
you're Italian?
Yes, I'm Italian. Yes.
Nice.
I'm Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I got I took, like, as I said, like the process started in Brazil. I was here, like all my family, the rest of my family was in Brazil doing over there,
Yeah.
and I got some cousins involved. And the plan was like in 2000, like we get all the documents ready, and everybody traveled to Italy. Then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and that was like a mess. The airports.
Yeah.
And basically, like I was about to go to Italy to start on my thing over there, then airport shut down. Then they opened up again, and that was my gap to go to Italy. So I went to Italy there, I started to do my things, and my family from Brazil supposed to go to there as well same time, but there's something on Italian law said no airplanes allowed from Brazil to Italy.
Right,
Yeah.
at the same time that you were there.
Yes, and basically they have to come to London.
And then
Yeah, then
nice.
London, stay here for 2 weeks because have to
Quarantine,
quarantine and stuff.
yeah.
You remember like that time?
Oh my days.
Yes. Then from here go to Italy, and I got two cousins. Went to Italy and finished their documentation, and the others couldn't do it and have to get back to Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, I got a cousin here. Yeah, she's here, living here as well.
And she's Italian as well. or-
Yeah,
because
she got
the
yeah.
citizenship, Italian and Brazilian.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then-
I've got double. I've got British and.
You got British as well?
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
father's side of the family, they're from they're
Okay.
British, so I got both as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm a double like you.
Yes. That's dual citizenship. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
But I haven't got an Italian passport though.
You have it?
No, because it takes so much.
Yeah. I was.
And yeah, I
So-
just couldn't get round to do it.
Yes.
Like I said, like for these documents and things like that, they
Oh,
take
it's
ages.
ages and
I-
a lot of money you spend to.
Yeah. I tried, but they're like keep rejecting, and I send the same document,
Really?
and they ask me this type of document. I send it to them, and they reject it. I'm like, what do you want then?
Oh, yes.
Like, you asking me for this? Here you go.
Yes, here you go.
What is the problem? And then they just like keep,
Yeah.
asking the same question. So I just gave up. I don't have that type of time to go there for a month and
Mhm.
try and sort it. So
Yeah.
one,
They say sometimes it's quicker over there than here to get the passport.
is
probably.
it though? You went there. You know how it is. If you get
This-
something wrong, they send you here. Then you go here. They send you there.
Yeah.
And then there
Yeah.
it's closed, so you need to go there. Yeah, but we
Yeah.
don't work here, so you. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my god,
Yeah.
I just can't deal with this right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was it. So that was another decision for me as well. What happened at the time, uh, COVID happened, and at the same time, Brexit was happening as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brexit was
Yeah, it was
happening at the
around
same
that time.
time, and basically I had to. The decision was like, come, do your documentation, come from Italy, by 2020 at the end of the year.
Mm.
Yeah. So that was when I went there in 2000.
2021 maybe.
That was 2020 I was
Yeah.
there, if I'm not wrong.
2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
That was 2020. I went
Yeah.
there in the middle of 2020 because COVID happened and everything. Yeah, 2020 I went there.
Yeah, it was chaos on 2020.
That was cool. That was like probably took longer to do it. My things is there as well, and I had my daughter already at the
Yeah.
time. She was 1 year old, not even one, and I had the decision. I was like, I have to, go there, do my thing, then
Yeah.
get back here, but it's a big risk. And yeah, that's a big decision. One of the problem, big decision in my life because
Mm.
you there already, daughter there, and you have to leave to get all the thing right, stay there for 4 or 5 months, like far away from her.
How did you manage staying away? 4 months are a long time.
It's a long time, man.
How did you manage? Did you work there? Did you?
No, I couldn't work. All the process, I couldn't
Yeah,
work or
how did
nothing.
you
I was
eat
I was
every
even
day?
there like, like I saved some money to do all the things over there, and there's a guy that helps you to because they know the law how it works things. You don't know. You're just there, and you pay the guy to help you and everything. And I remember like my money was like counted. Like my money is I have to spend this money, this amount in a week for food. Just like
Yeah.
I couldn't work, and I was like 4 months. Sometimes I have nothing to do, working out. Just have to go out working out,
Yeah.
get back, play basketball. On the parks, go for a biking.
Did you make friends at all?
That's the thing. I went down on my own, and there's few people from my state arrive at the same apartment to make their documentation as well, and I started to make friendship with them.
But not Italian
Yeah.
people.
No, I met 3 Italians over there, playing basketball.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Were
yeah.
they friendly people? And,
They're really
yeah.
friendly people.
Was-
Yeah.
You can find. I think we talk about the UK people being like on their own, but even Italian people, if they don't know you, they can be quite skeptical of
Probably,
going to
yeah.
talk with
I feel that
strangers,
sometimes.
right?
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's good that you
Yeah.
managed to make some
I
friends.
used to go to the parks like at the end of the day, after 5. They there playing basketball or football, and they're like, "Oh, just come to join us." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I remember like a guy from Senegal, he used to play professional basketball,
Right.
and he was my neighbor,
All right.
and we used to play like just training, help him out training, to keep it up.
Is he still playing now? Like as a
I
professional?
haven't
you
contacted him for a long time.
All right.
Yeah, he was playing to some teams in Italy.
Because basketball is not big. It's not.
Mhm.
It's growing, I think now.
hmm
Same as rugby.
Yeah.
But it's not, especially 5 years ago. Maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't that big. I mean, you surely hear about football every day, but not basketball.
No basketball. But once I was like, there was like few people like playing. I was like, oh, that's quite cool. And yeah, so that's like 3 times. I was near to Venice,
Yeah.
so I should go there. I went there 3 times.
It's boring though, right?
Yeah,
After once
yeah.
or twice that you go there, it's
Yeah.
just
Cause
Same.
what happened for me, I was just waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you get cold. Oh, this step's done now. Now is the next step, and waiting again. A month later, oh, let's go for next step. And and you run again, and I was running against the time because I have to be back before at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I remember I got back in November, and I have to be back before December.
Yeah. So
And
just like.
yeah, that was like that. I go back. I was like, oh, thanks, go back.
So since
But-
then you've been here working and just living life, yeah.
Yes,
So
working life.
Can you call the UK more of a home than Brazil now?
Probably,
Yeah.
because my teenager time, I was living in Brazil. I arrived here as 18 to 19 years old, so my adult life was here.
Yeah.
Sometimes like things happen in Brazil, like I'm little bit like lost in a way. So I don't know how things work over there. Law, in
Right.
Brazil because I know how things works here a lot, but no over there. Sometimes I have to go for help. Call my dad, help me with this because I don't know how things works there. Go sort out this for me.
Yeah.
You know, and here is easy for me. Here is like I'm the one like helping people because you know you get Brazilians here they in a bubble, right? And
I
they
feel
don't get
that.
out of that bubble.
I feel
And
that.
I'm like out of the box. I'm like trying to learn everything of the law. Like I'm trying to do things to my own.
Yeah.
You guess a lot of people here are like, oh, I give you £100 to sort me out. Geez, I never charge for help somebody, but you see like people out there charging people to just do few things, which
Really?
yeah. I was like, that's not fair,
Oh no.
yeah. So I always try to help my friends. Like if I know, if I
Yeah.
can, I just go to help and then
Especially if they're your friends, you're not gonna charge your friends
No,
for
no, really, yeah, exactly.
helping out. I always help
Yeah,
out my friends
yeah,
if they need any
yeah,
documents done and they
yeah.
don't know what to do. And
I got a lot of friends sometimes like, oh, can you help me to do my car insurance?
yeah,
Or I'm trying to apply G's for my, how they say the indefinite leave for a man, like to their visa stuff here.
oh right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, if
Oh,
I
the
know,
settle status.
yeah, the settle
Yes.
status, yeah, man, I help you, I won't charge you for those things,
Yeah,
it's fine. If I have time, and that's the only thing I like to do it.
yeah.
So I do my whole pleasure.
If you charge people for that, if you can't call them friends really,
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah,
yeah. I guess I'm the same. I can call this one more
Yeah.
home now than Italy. Yeah.
yeah.
It's been long.
You said it like 10 years, 11?
Yeah, 2015.
15, yeah.
At the end of 2015, so November 2025, I will be here for
Yeah.
10 years now, and they went so quick. They just like
Yes.
gone.
I feel like it took a long time from 2014 to 2019. After COVID, those 5-6 years went like too quick.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like that for me.
No.
I just feel like since I came here, I guess I entered adulthood
Mm-hmm.
when I was like 20.
How old are you?
22. I'm on 32 now.
32
Well, I'm gonna
now.
be 32
Yeah.
this year in
Yeah.
November. But I was a late bloomer, right? So all my friends, when they were like 16, 17, they were looking at girls, things like that.
Yeah.
I was too, but not as much as they were. I was more dumb, I was more
Yeah.
thinking about other stuff.
But think about football.
No, maybe yes, maybe football was in my head too, but
Yeah.
I was always a late bloomer, and I was since I was like 20, my 19, 20-year-old, and then after I had a switch when I had to come here in the UK, maybe because of my personal story as well,
Yeah.
which I'm not gonna do now, but
How to do episode of it?
yeah, maybe I have to do an episode with myself. That would be interesting. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and since then, I just I don't know. They just fly. We're in 2025 now, and I'm like, where has the time gone?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a thing that I think often. Like time has flown too quickly right now. Maybe because as soon as you get here, you just start working.
Yeah,
and,
that was
just work, and then you do have hobbies and that, but it's always work.
That was happening like
know.
for like if you're trying to make a life, you're always working. Sometimes you get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and then
Right.
they
They consume you.
yes.
Yeah.
And where's the time? Sometimes you go like only Sunday. Sometimes you got Sundays off, but always like you get busy and you just go very quick. And the next day, Monday again,
I always
working. That's how it go.
I always have Sundays off.
Really?
Yeah. I ask for Sundays off
Yeah.
because it's the only day I can spend with my.
Yeah.
I,
And we have the
Yeah.
thing for us, yeah. Like Sundays always been like since a kid,
yeah.
some Sundays off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You should ask as well. Like I want Sundays off.
No, like I work right now. Like I don't work Sundays. No,
You
I don't.
work
No,
Sundays
no.
now because you
Yeah.
also have family. You have a kid.
Yes,
and maybe
yes.
You want to take her somewhere.
Yes,
apart,
of course.
especially in summer, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you want to go
Yeah.
see places and take. Her
Cause
somewhere.
for me, it's been like stages, like stages of life where, as a foreign people, like people come here, they try, oh, I'm gonna live here for 5 years, and make some money, get back to my country, and that's the time like where you just work, not spend
If you want to
time.
do that, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to stay here, I was talking with Jordan, which you know as well,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking exactly about this.
Yeah.
And people from Brazil and from any other place, Romania, Italy, they want to come here. They want to make a lot of money,
Yeah.
and then,
Get
go back
back.
home. But he said he knew this guy that did that for 5 years. He never went out. He just put the money in Brazil, and
Mm-hmm.
he lived in a small house. He didn't enjoy life here. And as soon as he went back, he found out he had cancer.
That's great, man.
So when he said that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it hit hard when
Yeah.
he said that. It hit really hard because you think, and we were talking about this, about time being very limited, and
Yeah.
it's not something that you have to fuck with.
Yes.
Time only comes one. I mean, you only have that set of time, and if you waste it, it's gone. It's not gonna come back anymore.
Man,
Right?
that's the thing. Like my mentality was always like different in a way. Like you get the stage. Like you come in, like I was like 18, 19, I was trying to enjoy. Try to enjoy what the country has offered me at the
Yeah.
time. Everything was new. I was like 18. I was like enjoy life. And but I see like people older than me. They always come to me, oh, you gotta uh, work, get 2 free jobs. And I was like, always in my mind, back in my mind, never say anything. Like that was like they live here for 10 years already, so that was their experience. So I'm nobody to say anything.
Mhm.
I'm new here, and I was like, man, that's not too much about working, but what about your time? Because for me, it always been like this: if you are living a place and you're already living there for 5, 10 years, you have to enjoy life as well. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like depressive in a way.
Yeah.
Like I'm just working and get home, working at home. Like there's no pleasure time,
Yeah.
not leisure time for you, and you have to have that leisure time. If you don't have that rest, leisure time for yourself, I feel like that's when the famous phrase comes to is, oh, I don't like England because I don't like England because just work, and oh, if I get back to Brazil or get back to Italy, we're gonna go to parties, things like that. Well, you can do the same thing here, but you decide to work 24/7.
I tried to go back in Italy as well in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
but I stayed there for 9 months because I wasn't the same as in like work, but I didn't make any friends. I couldn't make friends. I didn't meet any loved ones here, like or girlfriend or anything. It was impossible for me. Um, so I decided to go back in Italy. I was like, let's try again. I'm not feeling
Yeah.
happy here. And when I went back to Italy, I understood what was wrong, and so I decided to
To get back.
come back here and try a different strategy. And
Yeah.
now I can tell I'm much happier now.
Yes.
I'm still on the, when you get to 30, you never know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You haven't got, you haven't got a house, you haven't got
Yeah.
a stable job, you haven't got
Yeah.
financial stability, you haven't got these, and there's all this pressure since
Yeah.
you're a kid. Parents and
Yeah.
relatives, they always tell you these things, and
That's
once you get to this age, you're like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
haven't got all these things. But then, I
that's why I say like the fight is with yourself. Like never compare yourself to someone. It's more like don't try to that person already have G's at this age and you probably don't have that yet. But never think about that. Like their life is their life, your life, and keep it going. Don't feel rushed, because if you feel rushed, you're gonna make mistakes, and then make mistakes. Like it's hard.
That's true.
But yeah, like you get people like they go, they good financially in a way of they got heritage,
yeah.
or they good in life. They very smart people as well, make money, and then and you get like people do the same thing but in a slower pace.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Hey, I haven't thought about that as well. Like some people come from different heritage and
Yeah.
they might have it easier, which is fair enough. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everyone is the same, but yeah,
It's
you're
life.
absolutely right here. Have you kept any traditions from Brazil?
Well, we make barbecue. We make barbecue
You didn't let me
sometimes.
finish the sentence, but it's fair. It's fine like this. You make barbecues all the time.
Wait, yeah, it's not all the time. As I said, when I used to live with my friend's father, because my friend left to Brazil.
Just take a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so. Sorry, you can carry on.
Yeah, like I used to live with my friend, like very. As I said, 18, 19 years old here. My friend left to get back to Brazil, and I was with his father, and he's the one that teaching me how the thing was serious. Like teaching me how to cook.
Mm.
I know how to cook already, but not like him. Like have to get experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he was teaching me and everything, and like I remember like every Sunday, man. He has a he used to work a lot. He used to work a lot, but Sundays that's barbecue time.
Yeah.
Let's go wake up in the morning. Let's go to the butcher, get some meat, and he's the one that teaching me how to seasoning and everything. And I was like, oh, that was that was cool. Then I left the house. Of course, I met my daughter's mom,
Mm-hmm.
mom of my daughter. Then I kept that as well, like the
You
tradition
still do
to.
barbecues here on a Sunday then?
Yes,
Nice.
yeah, no, all the time, but
No,
yeah,
of course. You can just like,
yes.
yeah, I understand. I would like to participate to about classic
Come
Brazilian
around.
barbecue one day.
Yeah,
There you go.
let's get like summer is approaching.
Yes, yes.
Summer's
I
approaching
mean,
now.
you have my Instagram, so if you
Yeah,
want to invite me, I will be open
no,
to it.
that's
But
fine.
I meant it more in a general way because everyone speaks about
Yeah,
Brazilian barbecue in such a
yeah.
high way. And
Yes.
yeah, so I was like, I need to try that because I'm a
Yeah.
big food fan. I like food a
What's your
lot.
favorite food? Like, yeah, you Italian,
Mm.
so what's your favorite food?
My favorite
Yeah.
food. You know Parmigiana,
Yes.
the aubergine
Yeah.
lasagna.
Yes.
To explain,
Yeah.
my auntie's one is amazing. Every time I go there, my first question is not how are you, is not what have you been doing during these past months, is have you made some lasagna, some parmigiana for me?
Yeah. Yes. I know.
And yeah, she does makes parmigiana just for me, and I love her for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's one of my favorite dishes. But we have pork.
Pork is so
I
good,
don't
man.
know if it's right or wrong, right? But in Sardinia we have this thing where we kill. Well, no, they do. I eat it. They kill the babies of the pork. And a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this now, but it's a tradition that they have
Uh-huh.
there, and because the meat is much tender and it's
Okay.
softer, and usually they split it in half and they screw it right, and they let it cook for hours and hours.
Yes. Yes.
Like on a,
yes.
it's like a kebab,
Yeah.
right? But with the whole pork.
Yes.
It's a lot cooked.
I know the one you talk about.
Yeah.
We make something like that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not just the baby pork,
yeah.
obviously. They
We
make
we got
everything.
yes.
Yeah. But they do sell baby porks as well, which is a tradition.
How you know that? Never knew.
Yeah, like I said, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for that, but traditions are traditions
Yes.
and should be respected anywhere. I don't know. A lot of places have weird traditions, and you can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. Also, one thing it might interest you. We have a type of cheese. It's called kazumarzu. Okay,
Okay.
and it means literally rotten cheese. So
Really?
what happens if they leave sheep cheese
Mm-hmm.
like on a room, and they let the cheese flies get to it, and
Yeah.
they deposit their larvae into the
No
eggs,
way.
right? So the eggs, they hatch inside the cheese and they start eating it,
Yeah.
right? And so they melt everything inside, and this has been a traditional
Wow.
cheese for centuries now. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a really strong cheese, right?
Yeah.
It's very
Cheese
strong.
is smell and everything.
But that one is, mate, you have never smelled anything like that. I guarantee you that.
My mom loves cheese, man.
Mm.
My mom is like
If you ever
give
go,
cheese to her. She's like she loves it.
if you ever go to Sardinia, right? Text
I have
me,
to try it.
and I'll text you this cheese
Yep.
name, because you're probably gonna forget, right?
Yeah.
And look for it and try it, and then let me know.
I wanna try it.
With
I'll
wine
try.
on the side.
We
with
make
your-
it as you try the Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah.
We call churrasco.
That's what Jordan
Yeah.
said as well.
Yeah.
Is it with just sea salt? Or do you
It
put-
depends. It depends. Like is it sea salt? We can make like some sea salt
Yeah.
or some. Depend the family, I think that's tradition thing. Every family got their secret,
Yes.
Their friend got secret. But if you go for friends barbecue, there is like a sea salt.
Yeah.
That
that's
is
it.
enough.
He was talking about Brazilian mayonnaise as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like Brazilian mayonnaise. Like when make that for British people. It's a potato salad. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's kind of potato. It's a
We
kind of
don't
potato
make
salad.
it.
It's like a mashed potato.
Mm-hmm.
We mix with veg,
Yeah.
and you use some garlic, onions, and some secret things there. I can say my secret, but
No, no, no. You
yeah,
keep it, mate. Keep it.
I keep it. I keep it. But
I understand because I go to Rio's
hmm
in Sweden in town, and I love it.
yeah, it's good,
It's
man.
that,
Yeah,
as a Brazilian, that's
yeah.
good, right?
I said I got a lot British friends.
Yeah.
Then they used to come to my barbecue,
Yeah.
and I used to cook, and like give it to them for the first time, and they were like, "Oh, what's that dish like you make with potatoes?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a like I give it, that's potato salad, like kind of like a potato salad, the Brazilian style."
Yeah.
And they're, "Oh, that's so good. The steak was good. Everything is good, but the potato salad was so good." I was
How
like,
do you call the potato salad?
we call mayonnaise.
Oh, it's just
Yeah,
mayonnaise. Oh,
mayonnaise.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how you call.
They definitely have it in Rios
They have it.
because I remember every time I go there, I just like big scoop, plate,
Yeah.
some rice, and then all the meat comes
Yes,
after, and it's
that's
top
good.
notch. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Is there any? This is a usual question I ask everyone. Is there any festival around your area? Like, not you might not be your town, but your area, like big festivals.
In Brazil?
Yeah, in your town. Yeah.
Oh, my town state is very country.
Hmm.
They got like country rodeos, you know. Yeah.
What, like in Texas?
They have in Texas,
Really?
things like that. Yes, yeah, yeah. Like I don't know if you know, but in the U.S., you go there, they go to PBR. PBR is the biggest rodeo in U.S.
Right.
Like cowboys go to U.S. trying to make on their lives, cause you if you win, you win like millions.
I never knew.
Over
this.
yes, yeah. So and the finals always in Las Vegas, if I'm not wrong. But they got loads of rodeos. Like right now, I think what's happening in Houston, in Texas, one of the biggest rodeos in the U.S.
I am picturing these guys mounting a bull, right?
Yes.
Or horses and trying grabbing like the sheep that runs away. Is that what?
That's well, but you got like the rodeos like bull riding. Yeah,
Have you ever tried it?
When a kid living a farm, that's one thing. Like your father used to get, the calves. Oh, just try it. Like just try it. Then my cousins used to. I have one cousin called Julio. When me and him used to get together, man, that was trouble. He was trouble. Like, we should get to get all the calves together. Oh, you're playing up like, oh, you like put in our head we're in a rodeo there, and like let's pretend to be in a rodeo like you're like 8 years old, 9, 10 years old. And that was really cool. You should do that, but riding horses as well.
I've never
But
rode a horse.
later on, I remember like a time of my when I was secondary school, we had a nice football team in my classroom, and this rodeo thing started to get big in Brazil.
Okay.
And I remember like kids from our team leaving football to do bull riding.
What, as a
Like as
sport,
main sports, like to go bull riding. I said, man, you're gonna get. I don't know if I can say bad words here, but
no, you can.
so you're gonna get fucked up,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're gonna get fucked like in doing bull riding. No, that's things I like.
It's
And
dangerous though, right?
to this day, we go like bull riding things. Like right now we're in March, yeah. So right now things happen. One of the biggest festival in not in my city, like the city half hour from mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the biggest festival in the north of my state
Yeah.
is we call it Expo. That's
How
where
do
you
you
go
call
like
it?
Expo.
Expo.
Expo, and then the name of the city is Expo Paranavaí, Expo Maringá.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that means like it's a festival where we get owners or businessmen trying to show their branding in the agricultural side.
Yes.
tractors,
I see what you mean.
trying to sell cows, horses, trucks,
Yeah.
things like that. Then you got the bull riding as the main event.
Yes.
And you got like Brazilian country music. We call sertanejo.
I need to listen to it then.
Yeah, that's a type of Brazilian music. Very probably one of the biggest genre of music in Brazil.
Do you like listen to it? Do you like it as well?
Back then you should listen more.
Yeah.
This time, like today, not too much, but sometimes, yeah, at my house,
Have you got the British trap going on?
I don't listen.
No?
No, it's
Me
hard
neither.
for me.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I'm a like late 70s heavy metal guy.
Oh,
Like
is it?
Iron Maiden and things like
I'm
that.
I'm a R&B guy. R&B, hip hop,
Yeah,
but
just like more
like
chill.
yeah, the British one, like I heard some, but hey, this don't get on me. I don't know why. No disrespect or anything, but
No, everyone's different.
yeah,
I love
man.
every type of music. I love R&B. I love hip hop
Yeah.
as well. But my heart goes to
yes,
that kind of heavy metal, like
that's
late 70s, 80s
yeah.
heavy metal. Like
It's me. My girlfriend comes to me sometimes. They're like, "Oh, you kind of like unique, like in a music way, because you are R&B, hip hop. Then sometimes I catch you listen to country music. That's me. Like okay, everybody,
Yeah.
everything together. Then you go to the Brazilian music as well and keep listening. Like 2 days I was at work, like listening to some Brazilian music.
Yeah.
I haven't listened for I don't know months probably.
Sometimes I do that too. I'm
Yeah.
just in my van and put like old, like rap
Yeah.
Italian music, and I'm like, oh, this brings back memories.
Exactly. You got that
Yeah.
feeling. Even the
Yeah.
air changed.
Exactly. That is so weird. What is the most British thing about you now?
Brave thing about
These are really interesting question because it gets you thinking about yourself.
yes, that's that's the hardest questions. Oh,
I'll tell you mine if you want to think about it in the meantime.
yeah, tell mine. Tell yours.
I can't stop drinking tea.
Really?
I got the tea, the British tea with milk
Yeah.
every night. I ask my girlfriend to make a tea because she makes it for me. I can make it, but
Yeah.
it's always more tasteful when
Yeah.
she makes it for me. And it's a habit now. Just every time I'm like with a cup, got my tea.
You got the tea.
Yeah. When it's not beer.
Yeah.
If it's not beer, it's tea.
I'm not a tea guy. I'm not like I'd rather have the Italian black coffee, like
Yeah.
the espresso.
Oh, that's every morning.
Yeah,
but
I got my mocha, I got my mocha.
It's
You
there.
got
I
it
don't know if
there?
you see, it's just there.
Yes, he's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over there. Yes, you got it. Yeah, I got my mocha every morning. I was like, man, this is my time. I'm gonna make like some, eggs. Yeah, I make my espresso there,
Same.
and yeah, I don't know. I don't like the tea. I don't like the British tea. You put it on milk as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't.
I'm
I can get it.
I'm a milk and honey guy. Some people are just
Is it?
milk. Some people are
Uh-huh.
milk and sugar. I'm milk and honey guy.
I eat the English breakfast.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes stay in the hotels. You wake up in the morning. That's
Yeah.
oh yeah. That's you wake up hungry and
Yeah.
their breakfast is very filthy.
Oh yeah. When I got that kind of I have a big breakfast too.
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing. I don't know how you guys have breakfast in Brazil, but in Italy we have
Where?
like sweet breakfast like milk and biscuits. You just like,
Like put in the milk.
yeah,
They're like
eat them,
yeah.
the whole pack.
Yeah,
every
in
day.
Brazil it's more like it's more simple. Like you got like bread, ham,
Mhm.
mozzarella.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we love mozzarella.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's the simple one we have.
It's still savory though because of bread and ham. And in
Yeah.
Italy it tends to be like coffee or cappuccino
Mm-hmm.
and like a croissant.
Oh, of course, you say
Or
it's French, yeah.
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 Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what if you go to a bar in Italy, you've been there for 4 months. You
Yeah.
probably have walked in the morning.
Yes.
You see people with coffee and croissants.
We
in
got
the bar.
loads in
Yeah.
Europe, like in the whole Europe. You go there, like the croissant is a big
Mhm.
thing in Europe.
I love it. as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's good.
there is an Italian place here in town. They have nice croissants as well.
Which one is the one on Commercial Road?
Yeah. Cibo d'Italia it's called.
Yeah, they make some pizzas.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend from the gym, she's Italian. She's British Italian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she was telling me, she was like, "Oh, there's this place. They make the best pizza in town." I was like, "What you mean?" It's like, "Yo, that's the place. You gotta go there." And one day, I went for my barber, and my barber is just like in the front of the place now, just open there now,
Is it the one with the
in the
big
corner.
Brazilian flag outside?
No, there's one. It's called Los Bravos. Yeah,
Do you recommend
it's
it?
yes, it's really good.
Okay.
They got like a mix of barbers there. They do some Afro hair,
Yeah.
Brazilian hair. Like they from Colombia,
Oh, right.
Brazilian. They go
Yeah.
like
Is he okay? Be honest. Is he okay for my type of
yes,
hair?
yeah,
Okay, I'll
yeah.
try. I'll try.
My barber's like got your hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll try.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they good. Let's go Los Bravos. They and there's this Italian place in the front. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go there. So I told my barber, and then he has a number. So I'm gonna call him right now. So he called, made 2 pizzas for me. Pizza is amazing. Like
Yeah.
it's good.
I'm gonna-
Like like when I was in Italy, that's one thing I was trying. I was like, oh, why like um Italian food is kind of pricey sometimes.
Mhm.
Pasta. The
Yeah.
pasta is. I was like, I don't understand why it's too expensive. But then I realized it's more like the pricey is go on the pasta. Like it's on the sauce.
Yeah.
But I think the way you make your pasta
Yeah.
probably is more expensive. I
Mhm.
don't know. Like
In a restaurant.
they
you
go
mean?
like they're traditional, but in a restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. In a restaurant, it's ridiculous because you end up paying like 10, 12
Yeah.
pounds for a plate of pasta.
Yeah.
But to make it is like
Yeah.
with 12 pounds you can make like 100, not 100, but a lot of plates of pasta.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's weird. And as an Italian, I don't think I've ever seen any Italian friend having some pasta in a restaurant because we know this.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
know how to.
we go for pizzas maybe because pizza is different, and but yeah.
It's like like having rice and beans. You have rice and beans. Like we don't go like we go to restaurants. It's not all the time.
Yeah,
Because like I always try to go to different cultures.
yeah.
I like Thai food. Like Italian, Philippine food. Love Philippine food as well.
My friends are not so open-minded, unfortunately.
No, really.
If I need to go out and try new foods, it just needs to be me and my girlfriend because they're a bit they don't want to try new things. It's hard for me to convince them to let's try these.
Yes,
They're very
they're in our own
snob.
boat. Yes, yes,
snobby food
yeah.
eaters.
But as you said, like I don't know, like the British thing, like I can ask someone, to like I can tell what's the most British thing I have on me right now. I don't know. I am more like in Brazil. I remember it's more fun in a way of like you finish work, you're gonna meet your friends, you're gonna do things. Here you don't have that thing. You're more like introvert
What
than
do you
extrovert.
think?
What do you
What-
mean?
What do you think that is? What, have you ever
I,
thought about it?
I think the culture,
Yeah, but
like
you can bring your own culture with you, right?
Yes.
I understand you sort of have to integrate with the culture.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Here, but I've been a lot of Brazilian friends in the same town,
Uh-huh.
even though you're not in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I think is a lot has to do with the weather as well.
Yes, that's
Right.
that's true. That's true.
Because
And
it's not as hot.
yes,
As in summer might be. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe in summer
Mhm.
I'm so much happier here because we can manage to have barbecues
yeah,
like more often to see each other to just to spend more time together. But in winter it's dark at 4.
yeah,
And you're like,
yeah. That
What is-
depressive weather outside,
what is there to do?
and stay
Like,
in.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
cold. Even if you
Yeah.
want to come to a friend's house, you just don't want to leave from the door to the car
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's cold and you just
Yeah.
don't really want to wear like two
Probably,
coats.
yeah, probably like weather. It changed
Right.
us living here for a long time. That can change.
Yeah.
You try the best to keep like a tradition and everything. The culture there is there, it's still there. I try to pass that to my daughter as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes you be in a place for a long time, you start to act like them as well.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true.
Yeah.
That is very true. And what would you suggest to another person that is like looking to move to another country from their country? It doesn't have to be from Brazil to UK. It can be, let's say, an Italian guy
Yeah.
is listening, and they want to move to Poland. What would your suggestion be?
For me, like, my experience is, if you go to a place, it's more like try to understand the culture first. Like, like, of course, I'm gonna try to speak their language and everything, but like the culture, like the way they live, you know. Uh, what happens sometimes, like people come here and they try tracking away, is sometimes can be rude for the new country they are, and it's you still can do it, but just you can turn down a little bit,
Yeah.
but but try to understand a little bit the culture, and because from there you're gonna know how things works, and say, oops, I know how things works right now, and gonna keep you moving and moving. Things are gonna get easier for you. If you try to do it your own way, the way you've been told since you're a kid, it's gonna be a little bit harder,
Yeah.
because you're gonna be, you think uh these new things are gonna be easier for you. You're gonna be running away, but it's not.
Yeah.
Then you get like upset to yourself. I was like, oh, I thought it'd be easier,
Yeah.
but it's not. I feel the best thing is to understand the culture, and yeah, I think that's the advice I would give. You know, I was trying, like, as I said, like when I came in here, like I try, as I said, I learned the language, work, streets. I used to go out, like back then. I used to go out a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's different. The way you party here is different from Brazil. And I remember, like, my friends, they should be like, man, why you so, like, I didn't know how to speak. And then I remember, like, my friend was like, wow, man, you just come to them and then you don't care. I was like, well, I'm just being myself, like trying. Sometimes I used to give my cell phone to them, like use the translate on the phone. It's like, I never want to do that. I was like, that's me.
You just gotta try.
You gotta try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, this has been a really good conversation. It's been a pleasure. You're an amazing guy, I think, and your story was great too. And I thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later, guys.
Yes. And that's how let's make the thing. I say, like, you come to mind.
Yeah.
Let's make the barbecue
Sure.
and have to try that cheese.
Sure.
I'm very interested now to try the cheese, and then
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, that would be nice. But pleasure, yeah. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. For
Anytime
being,
you need me, I'm gonna be here. Or really appreciate that, guys.
cool.
See you later.
See you later, guys.